ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. The give to the tailback. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wants to adjust the pattern. The toss to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Punt is on its way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Gives it on the option. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Finding an escape route.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got enough space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and goal for the offense. looking to throw. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That right there is almost a benchable offense if you're the quarterback. First and goal situation, you can't take a sack, but to make matters worse, you can't just keep backpedaling and backpedaling. They're almost out of field goal range now.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Makes the grab, and they're able to make the tackle. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught behind the line. It's Little. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Hoffman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Motion from the wideout. He'll throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hoffman. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Dropping back, it's Browning. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Winston. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Houston will be forced to punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's high. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air. It's Browning. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Offense changing the play. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Browning. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they...
There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
He wants to change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it down the right side. He's running free down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's high. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate.
There he goes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Browning. Dances away. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. It's complete. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thurman. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown and get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Little. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Little. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Green. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Trying to set up the screen. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Huffman. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Cook. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Old Dominion. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need to.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Browning. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights off the defender. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Martin. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Huffman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the right. And they make the tackle not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the first. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the run, it's Green. Hard running there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Terry. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and then at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Past the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Second down now after the sack. Looking downfield, it's Browning. There's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Huffman.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 28 to Old Dominion. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the quick grab. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want them.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Browning. Makes the grab. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. They'll run the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Number 17.